my name is Katya.
I'm Lera.
Before we start, I want to remind you that we created a Friends Time camp. It's a camp for foreigners who would like to visit Russia or to see new Russian cities. So, if it is interesting for you, follow us on Instagram, VK and Facebook accounts. All the links will be under this video. And if you are interested in Russian language, follow our YouTube channel. We will post a lot of videos about Russian language. So, now let's start.
As people who learned a few languages, we learned English, French, Chinese and some Asian languages. We understand how it's difficult to learn new words. That's why we decided to make this video and tell you about some groups of Russian words which you don't need to learn.
And the first group is homonyms. Homonyms are the words which are identical in sounds and writing but different in the meaning. So in fact you learn only one word, but in reality it's 2, 3 or even more new Russian words. And of course we will give you some examples.
At first sight these words have nothing in common. Here you can see a key, range, spring and a clef, treble clef and bass clef. But in Russian language we use only one word to name all these things, and this word is ключ. So if you want to open the door or to tighten the nut, you use ключ. If you are somewhere in the mountains and you want to find water, you can find ключ. If you are playing the piano and you open the note list, you also will see ключ. Скрипичный ключ and басовый ключ.
So, how to use this word ключ in daily life? It's easy. For example, я потерял ключ. I lost my key. Этот ключ не подходит. This wrench doesn't fit. Этот ключ очень холодный. This spring is really cold. Я не умею рисовать скрипичный ключ. I can't draw a treble clef.
So the first word was ключ, and now you already know 4 meanings.
And let's continue. Here you can see a water tap and a crane. In Russian language we call all these things like кран. So if you need a water or you want to move your car, why not? Anyway, you use кран. And examples again.
Она попросила мужа починить кран. She asked her husband to fix the water tap. Для строительства дома рабочие используют кран. To build a house, workers use crane.
Well, you learned just 2 words, but in fact it's 6 new words for you. 4 for ключ and 2 for кран.
And now there is, you can see, a pen, a doorknob and a small hand. In Russian language for all these words we use word ручка. So if you would like to write something or to open the door, you will say ручка. And if you see a small hand, you also will use the word ручка. And examples again.
Эта ручка плохо пишет. This pen doesn't write well. Дверная ручка повернулась и дверь открылась. The doorknob was turned and the door was opened. Твоя ручка очень маленькая. Your hand is really small.
But important fact is that the word ручка is not only for a child's hand. You also can use this word for hand which is really small. For example, people usually say that I have got a small ручка because it's really thin. And there is another word for this part of your body, and this word is кисть. And of course there are also some meanings for this word.
Here you can see a hand, a paintbrush, a tassel and a bunch of grapes. All these things in Russian have got only one name, it's кисть. So if you talk about a hand, a paintbrush or a tassel, you use word кисть. But if you talk about a bunch of grapes, you should say кисть винограда, not just кисть. And examples as usual.
Положи кисть на стол. Put your hand on the table. Мне нужна кисть, чтобы покрасить стены. I need a paintbrush to color the wall. Эта кисть очень красивая. This tassel is really beautiful. Я не могу выбрать кисть винограда. I can choose a bunch of grapes.
And finally, the last example for this group of words.
Here you can see an onion and a bowl. So if you are speaking about a bitter vegetable, you should use the word лук. And if you are speaking about a weapon, you also should use word лук. And now there are some examples for you.
Я не ем лук. I don't eat onion. Лук – это опасное оружие. A bow is a dangerous weapon.
You learned just 5 words: ключ, кран, ручка, кисть and лук. But you know already 15 new words, and it's a great result.
If you would like to know more words which have got few meanings, write us about it under this video and we will make a new video with such groups of words, because I think it's very useful for those people who learn Russian language.
And now let's speak about the second group of Russian words which you don't need to learn.
Well, there are a lot of words in Russian language we found almost the same in English, French, Arabic and etc. So if you know these words in other languages, congratulations, you already know it in Russian. And of course there are some examples of words which are similar in Russian and English languages.
Computer,
Computer,
internet,
internet,
browser,
browser,
telephone,
телефон,
television,
телевидение,
jeans,
джинсы,
jacket,
жакет,
shorts,
шорты,
sweater,
свитер,
hoodie,
худи,
chips,
чипсы,
fast food,
фастфуд,
salad,
салат,
alcohol,
алкоголь,
chocolate,
шоколад,
sport,
спорт,
start,
старт,
finish,
финиш,
football,
футбол,
basketball,
баскетбол,
volleyball,
волейбол,
tennis,
теннис,
hockey,
хоккей,
snowboard,
сноуборд,
skateboard,
skateboard. We also have got some words in Russian which are similar in French language. For example,
la plage,
пляж,
le tiret,
тире,
le cabinet,
кабинет,
le tabouret,
табурет,
le cauchemar.
кошмар.
Russian and Arabic languages also have got some similar words.
الجبر
Алгебра,
الماس
алмаз,
تعريفة
тариф.
so as you could notice, there are a lot of international words in Russian language. Check if you have the same words in your native language. I'm sure you will find many words which are similar in your language and Russian language. And now we would like to tell you about the third group of Russian words which you don't need to learn.
I'm sure that everyone knows at least a couple of words in English which finish with Tion: registration, motivation, presentation and etc. So you should remember just one thing. English Tion in the end of word is Russian ция in the end of word. For example,
Registration,
Регистрация,
agitation,
агитация,
motivation,
мотивация,
amputation,
ампутация,
presentation,
презентация,
adaptation,
адаптация,
association,
ассоциация,
gravitation,
гравитация,
publication,
публикация,
animation,
анимация. It's not the whole list of such words, you still can find more. And if this lesson was useful for you, write us about it under this video please, and in the future we will make the second part of such words which you don't need to learn, because we still have a lot of information for you.
by the way, do you know that during watching this video you've learned 17 new Russian words? Not bad, agree?
We advise you to repeat all these words to remember them better.
We wish you good luck and don't forget that Russian is easy. Bye-bye!
Пока! Что такое?
Все, да, пускай наоборот сыпется красиво. Я как раз думала, хоть бы сыпались листики так красиво на нас.
So if you are speaking...
Унеси меня, самолет, в дальние страны. Унеси меня, самолет,
Далеко,
далеко,
желательно
подальше.
на Бали или в Лондон.
Oh yeah.
If you want to know more words, кисть, лук.
Еще раз. Я птица.
Куда они летают постоянно? Или в Париж, Париж, Париж.
Paris, Paris. Пари, ладно.